guess this one's more for ladies. But, you know, man, did you ever see Fatal Attraction? You know what I mean? You sort of got to be open with the person that you're dating. But at the same time, you've got to do a lot of chatting and sending a lot of emails to really know whether the person you're talking to online is worth meeting in face to face, because there can be a lot in between going on that you don't know about. So if you find it fun and rewarding and all that, don't let all that just go over your head. You know, don't become too trusting, and don't rush to meet different people without some common sense and good judgment. Okay, so you know, you don't want to slip up on online dating, because you know, you've got a job, you've got a house, you've got peace of mind, you've got friendships, you've got all sorts of things at stake. And you know, you need to realise it's a big world, and people out there are ready to sort of you know, take advantage of you sometimes if you're not too careful. So yeah, men are capable of using their charm, and you know, as you know, women often fall for that. So yeah, don't believe anyone too quickly. Keep something back, you know what I mean? Be a little bit skeptical. And healthy skepticism is what it's all about. Don't give your name and address and phone number to a strange man. Okay? Well, don't just expect that it'll work out and everything will be fine. You know, he might just realise that, you know, that's a good opportunity. And, you know, you might just regret that. And if you're living in a home and you have an address, you've been there a while, you don't want to jeopardise the safety of that. You don't want to have to move on. You don't want to have to any hassles. So play it safe. Get to know the person you're dealing with, or the person that you know, might be your Prince Charming, hopefully, but may not be. You know, it might be someone you want to avoid later on. Who knows? So don't tell a stranger where you work, because you know, you've built up a good you know, career in that area and at that job, and you know, you have a lot to lose if you happen to find that, you know, you're approached too often on the phone, or he comes around to the office to see you, or doesn't want to break up with you, gives you a hard time. So it's safe to tell your man what city you live in, but don't be too more specific until you've been chatting and exchanging lots of emails and get to know him. And even then, you know, keep it back. Keep something back for yourself. And so don't use anything else except the tools provided by your dating service. Most of these are good tools. They offer you a chat and private email and so forth. And don't give up your ISP email address. So if you have to give out your email address, make it a free one, such as Hotmail and Yahoo. Don't jeopardise anything that's, you know, that you value, such as, you know, your email address and so forth, your address, your work and everything else. Just keep it, they don't have to know things like that straight away. Always have a first or second or third meeting in a public place. This stands to reason, doesn't it? The best times during daylight. And keep it short. For a long time, just keep it short. Arrange for friends to sort of call you to know where you're at in an arranged meeting. Just to be on the safe side. You always want to be safe. And it doesn't pay not to be safe, does it, really? So there you have it. I think that's pretty much covering all this article. You know, you're meeting someone you've never met before. If you don't feel right about it, just, you know, you can walk on by. You know what I mean? There's no problem with that. Don't be too polite, don't be too conforming, and, you know, just use your head. You have a lot to lose, so, you know, keep it simple, free and easy, safe, and then you won't have any problems. So once you've given out your details, you can be readily contacted, so remember that. The person you're dating now may become a bit of a nuisance later on, and you don't want that to happen. So tread carefully with online dating encounters, and you'll be, you know, in a happy position later on. Okay, thank you very much. Nice talking to you again. Bye for now.